Hi everyone, Happy New Year first of all, if you're watching this on January 1st when this hopefully goes up, if all goes to plan. And I just wanted to do a quick video really as a kind of recap of the year of what's happened with the channel, because it didn't exist before 2016. It's the first day of it was April the 27th, 2016, when just on a random day off, I had been thinking about it for quite a while and finally decided to just get my phone out and film the solo version of Castles of Burgundy, the card game, which I'm still really enjoying, by the way. And it's all kind of taken off from there. And I can see now from my little dashboard thing that from zero, we've ended up at the end of the year, and this is obviously been recorded just before the first, so I'm not sure how often this updates, but the channel has got 1,865 subscribers, which just blows me away. It's crazy. And every time there's these little spikes because a certain video comes up or it's been posted to Reddit or something's happened on Board Game Geek or something, it's really, really nice every time see anything like that happen. Or even when it's just going up slowly, just the fact that anybody has come to the channel and wanted to stick around and see more is still blows my mind. I remember the first 3 months of the channel, I got 100 subscribers because it was slow going. I didn't do that many videos at the start. I think I was doing one every 2 weeks, then one a week, then two a week, and in the first 3 months I got 100 subscribers. I remember that feeling of being so excited that 100, that's crazy. Why is anyone watching this? And then I think 3 months after that, it just 100 was nothing compared to the numbers that were rolling in thanks to really popular videos. Like, I think Mansions of Madness is still my most popular video. I think that's got over 10,000 views now, just because of the popularity of that game for a start. That was a really fun playthrough to do as well. It ended up turning out like a movie story, that especially the ending, which I won't spoil for you. You can watch all 3 huge videos for it to find out the tiny ending that happened. But yeah, just that number of subscribers is crazy to me, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about what can happen in the future as well. I've got, what else is interesting from a page of numbers? 136,000 views. I don't know. I've got nothing to compare that to, unless I go on like Rado's or a Dice Towers thing. I'm sure they've got millions, and what can you compare that with? It's a number though. It sounds big, and yeah, just you can see all of these crazy graphs and things on YouTube, and everything is going up. So that can only be a good thing. It's you don't really have to worry about where you are relative to anybody else, as long as there is progress happening there. Things are increasing. That's a good thing, really, isn't it? You shouldn't be worried about what other people are doing. You should be impressed with what other people are doing. But I don't know. Do people generally talk about their numbers? Is this gauche? Is gauche the right word? Who knows? But yeah, in short, really, really pleased with everyone that's watched, decided to subscribe and comment and things. I'm kind of uneasy about. Well, not really uneasy, but I don't tend to promote myself that much. I post the videos on Board Game Geek. Every so often, if I see a forum thread, I might just say, well, I'm doing this. I think that people were saying, where's the Colonists video? I really need to see about this game. I don't know anything about this game. When's somebody going to do a video? And I kind of poke my head in to just say, well, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to do some, so you can look out for me. That's about the extent of it. So, that all this has happened. Imagine if I actually promoted myself. It just feels really weird though, that you're going out there and saying, come and watch this, come and subscribe to me. I just kind of let it happen, and it seems to be working that way. So, why change something that's working the way it is? But in short, yeah, I've covered a lot of games. I'm not sure how many games I've covered. It's something I should have done before I started filming, really, isn't it? But I can go to my geek list. If you go to any of my videos on Board Game Geek, there's a link to a geek list of all of them. If you haven't seen that, I've got a new geek list that you can find. I'll put the link in the description, actually, where you can look at the games that I'm really looking forward to for 2017. There's 2 pages. There's at least 50 of them so far that I'm really excited about. But the playthrough list is 3 pages now, so that's more than I've done more than 50 different games. Somewhere I did like Orleans, and there were separate videos, but I kind of just lumped them all together under the one game. I've done around, I think, nearly 60 now. I need to update this playthrough list. The last one was Oh My Goods. So 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Railroad Revolution is the 59th game, and there is one ready to go. One should be going up today, so you should see it. To make sure that I post it today, it's Fields of Green. Fields of Green's number 60. I've done 60 games this year, although if it goes up today, then that's going to be 2017, isn't it? 59 games I did in 2016, which is a lot, really, looking back. That brings me to a little thing that I kept making these little videos to mention and saying, well, thank you very much for getting to this number of subscribers. And it sounds boastful, but every time I got around to editing it, the numbers that I was talking about were really irrelevant. It had jumped so much that it seemed really weird that I was talking in that way. But I will mention this little thing of, I used to have a schedule. I don't know if anyone saw that in the description or anything, or if I would mention it, I would say there was new playthroughs every Wednesday and Sunday. And I had been sticking to that, kind of above all else. If a thing needed to be filmed, if it meant I had to give up whatever I was doing that day, something was going to get filmed. And it was a bit stressful sometimes. When I went on holiday, rather than just saying, I'm going to have a week off while I'm on holiday, I spent the whole week and a half before it desperately trying to come up with 3 weeks worth of stuff so that when I was away for 2 weeks, there would be videos at the right times. And I was trying to get signal, in Disneyland or something, trying to get signal to make sure that the video got uploaded at a decent time. And that brings me to the schedule is no more. I don't know if you noticed, it got edited out of the descriptions and things, just because it was around the time that I was doing The Colonists, which was probably the biggest thing I've done all year. That game was huge, the playthrough was huge. I only did 3 of the 4 eras, but I think each video is about an hour long, about 50 minutes long. So huge playthrough. It took me, a week to get the thing edited just in parts so that something would go up. And it was around that time that John from John Gets Games just sent me a little tweet just to say, like, I don't know how you're doing all of this so quickly. And we had a little chat about this schedule and things. And I realised that, why am I doing this schedule? Why am I so desperately trying to rush through all of this stuff? It would be much better to keep it at a pace where I'm not feeling like I'm getting burnt out with any of it, and I can kind of spend more time on things and not have to panic if something goes wrong and I have to do something different that day and a playthrough doesn't go up. It's not the end of the world. I would be interested to see, did people come on those days hoping for a video and now it's confusing that there's not a video on those days? I'm not sure if it works like that. It all came about with just, I think it was a suggestion on YouTube that if you're doing a channel, you need a schedule. But I kind of realised when I started talking to John that no other channel has these schedules. It's just, it's when it's ready. Try and do them this often, but you don't need a hard and fast schedule to keep these things going. So yeah, that's a long-winded way of saying it. There's no schedule anymore. I'm really going to try and boost up the number of videos. I've noticed that slipped a little over Christmas, but I think that's kind of usual. There's a lot of other stuff to be doing around the holidays. But now, hopefully, we can get back into gear. There's still Essen games to be covered. There's games coming out. I know Aeon's End is coming out next week in the UK, if you're interested in that. And I got some things for Christmas. There's playthroughs that I'm really excited about. There's Energy Empire, Manhattan Project Energy Empire, which is fantastic. So happy with my one play of that so far. Vinos Deluxe Edition. I played the new streamlined version of Vinos, and that's really good. And there's all sorts of things. You saw the picture from Essen of all the games that I've still got to cover. And there'll be a ton more from that anticipated 2017 games list. I'm just hoping, really, for more and more things to be happening. All of the stuff that happened last year, like I went to the UK Games Expo maybe so if the channel started at the end of April and the Games Expo was at the beginning of June, I'd not been doing it long. And I'd kind of seen things about you can get press passes. I thought, well, that's really big-headed. You've been doing this a few weeks, you've done about 5 videos, and you're going to apply for a press pass. And I just went as normal. But maybe I'll look into that. Maybe I could get a press pass and talk to some of the people there. I'm not sure. It's all kind of Wild West territory at the moment. I went to Essen, and that was an amazing experience. That I was shocked by the number of designers or people from the companies that recognised me and wanted to chat. It's not a crazy number, but the fact that anyone wanted to is pretty amazing to me. So that wouldn't have come about without the channel. I would never have really considered going. It's just the fact that spoken to a few that were saying, oh, well, we can talk about this at Essen. Oh, would you like to review this game? We can give you a copy at Essen. Oh, you're not going to Essen? Well, we're not sure about that then. And so finally I looked into it and, I can go to Essen if I just, sort these things out. I can go somewhere on my own. I'm a big boy. And so it ended up happening. So that's something I've really got to be thankful for, just the fact that the channel exists. And it kept going that long that I went to Essen. I'd wanted to for years and finally got around to it. And it was an amazing experience, despite the fact that I was ill all the way through it. Hopefully this year, I won't be ill through it. Rachel's talked about going. So that would be even better to not be there on my own. But yeah, I'm sure I could go on for ages and ages about all of these crazy things that I want to go on. But really looking forward to an even bigger and better 2017 because this was just the first 2/3 of a year. How long have I been going? 8 months and a week. So yeah, that's just over 2/3 of a year, isn't it? It's surprising that it's been going that long. I'm amazed that that many people want to see more playthroughs and things. And thank you for watching. And I will try and keep up all of these playthroughs and board gamey goodness. I think that's it. So I will see you for some more playthroughs in 2017. Bye everyone.